What's up, everyone? This is the Panda Photographer, and I'm looking at my Wisconsin unemployment insurance application, and it seems that my ex-employer, Porchlight, is trying to deny me to get unemployment, which this is very unfair. So this letter or this video is for the Wisconsin Unemployment Insurance Office. On March 27th, which was a Friday, I believe, I had quit Porchlight because of the ongoing harassment. Now you can come to this YouTube channel and you can search it. There's an archive of videos showing and explaining what has been taking place since August. Now, I've been dealing with discrimination, racist comments, unfair workloads, which mean that the director of the shelter at the time and the director of the services put a load of work. Oh, why does this keep going off? And why does this keep going off? Oh my God, battery's dead. That's why. Stupid me. But anyway, yeah, and I've been denied. It looks like I'm about to be denied for unemployment insurance. And I'm gonna explain. Let me just start over. I'm sorry, because I got distracted by the LED light. Going through my application here, I put it out on the 28th. I was partially denied, and then I was reinstated for some reason, but now it's being held pending a resolution for outstanding issue. And what that means is the employer has to make a decision to inform the unemployment insurance office why did I either quit, got laid off, cannot physically work, but I had to quit because they refused to address the ongoing issues. Not on top of that, we were working with in an organization that had to deal with a lot of homeless individuals that were under the influence, could be sick. They're not going to tell us who had COVID-19, who was more exposed to it. And that's just Porchlight being very unresponsible. Now, they do have a right to keep that information disclosed, but they should tell the public and tell the staff members that we had 2 guests and 1 staff member tested positive. So we would like for everyone to try to either self-quarantine, but that wasn't the case. The case is that I worked my ass off for them a lot. And when I've been threatened on Thursday, the 26th of that Friday, I can't deal with it anymore. It really affected the way I socialize outside of Porchlight. It was a very, very stressful job, more stressful than a police officer job. And I'm pretty sure any Madison police officer will come to this YouTube channel and tell you that dealing with the shelter is problematic. There's so many gray areas and red tape that you just don't want to get involved in. And I feel like Porchlight had a week to make this decision. They're sitting on it. I don't know why, but they are. And I'm looking at it, and they're sitting on it. It's been like this for a whole week. When it comes down to dealing with the outstanding separate issue. Now, what happens is, as I said before, Wisconsin Unemployment tries to contact an employer to find out any reason why did I terminated myself or got laid off, physically not able to work. And in theory, I am physically not able to work due to the COVID-19. I am self-quarantined in my house right now. This is my 8th day being inside the house without even going outside. And now I got my ex-employer, Porchlight, the employer that is causing all these problems. The racism, discrimination, the abuse of power, not telling other colleagues to do their job when they have the same job as I and I'm doing so much. That's abuse of power. I think I have a right to unemployment insurance because of this. Because of the employer not making protocols on time to better keep us safe at work, but also keep guests safe at work. They decided to wait the last minute to deal with the COVID-19 issue. So as of right now, I'm being most likely going to be denied and have to appeal, which there's no way to get through the phones because the phones are jammed. You're going to have to wait till someone call you back. And not only that, how am I supposed to feed myself this week? I have no money whatsoever. I'm not making money off of YouTube. YouTube is just playing these fucking games where, you cannot make a living off of YouTube videos anymore. It's there. I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there. You cannot make a living off of YouTube. YouTube is like maybe a fraction, maybe like 10% of all your incomes. I got groceries to buy this week. How am I going to buy groceries? How am I supposed to pay my phone bill? How am I supposed to keep my phone on if you're denying me unemployment? A company that I work for 11 months. And all these problems exist because HR refuses to answer this simple question. It's been like this in the status for a whole entire week since the 28th. And it says here, review of separation issue, Porchlight Inc. And it says, your weekly claim for the week ended at 4/4/20 is being held pending a resolution of outstanding issues. I found that a little bit, if this is Porchlight, an employer, and they are trying to deny me unemployment, I'm sorry, I will definitely officially make it your problem to give me unemployment. You not only you deny me unemployment, if you are going to deny me unemployment, you deny me the fact to protect my rights as a fair employee under your policy and procedures by allowing guests to disrespect me, allowing guests to say racist things, and staff, mostly staff, allowing staff to abuse their power, allowing staff to threaten me, which caused me a whole load of depression and stress, which caused me to quit on that Friday, that 27th. I went to HR and I explained to her, I can't do this anymore. You have a bunch of individuals that work there that should not work there. I'm sorry, but I got a whole bunch of footage on my phone, now on my laptop, that says otherwise. You're denying my voice. You're not hearing me. And you're not giving me the right to what is fairly due, which is mine. I have a right to survive through these crisis times. And during these times, how am I supposed to support and buy groceries? I stocked up for a whole 2 weeks, and even that wasn't enough, and I'm running out. And I got $4.95 in my bank account. No photo clients whatsoever. That's out of it. No other work in the state of Wisconsin. Everyone was told to stay home. Everyone was told to not go to work and social distance yourself. But the only organization that do not want to social distance themselves is Porchlight. I'm not talking bad about them like I'm an evil person. No. Before all this happened, they knew about the coronavirus. They knew it was coming. I told them on the 14th of March, UW is being prepared. Why don't you guys be prepared for it? It hasn't hit us hard yet. What do you mean it hasn't hit you hard yet? I went out and bought sanitizing cleaning equipment to clean the office and the entry area where the guest has to stand. Not only that, I'm breathing what they are coughing on me at the intake desk. I called the health department and last Monday, and I was told to self-quarantine because my roommate caught the COVID-19. Now, she's not here, but the point of me wearing a mask in my own home is to protect me because we don't know if this is airborne or not. I really am grateful for the responders and the professional medical personnel that are out there right now trying to save lives. But we don't know how this virus is contracted really. People are making their own determination how this virus is being spread among people of our civilization. I am sitting here and I'm looking to get an unemployment check because I am in need right now. I need to pay my phone bill. I can't do these live streams if my phone service is off. No, I do not have a house phone. How am I supposed to pay for, and I use my house phone as my hotspot to go online. So, and I think Porchlight has a lot of explaining to do when it comes down to my unemployment insurance. I'm being denied. I'm pretty sure I am being denied. It's been like that for a whole week. That status should have been cleared within 2 days. But I'm being denied, which is because I read an article that most people like that have quit their jobs and it has to be for good reason. And I have a very good reason. I have a very good reason. I already explained to you guys. I quit the job on the 27th of March because of the COVID-19. Them not giving us any updates to our staff to tell us staff, do we like to stay home to keep ourselves self-quarantine and self-distancing? Porchlight never told their employees to self-distance themselves from other employees. How do you not know that the other employee does not have COVID-19? How do you don't know? What if that staff member is being very quiet about things like I am? I'm quiet about my social life. I don't tell Porchlight anything about my private life outside of Porchlight. They don't even have my address. They got a P.O. box. That's all they get is a P.O. box. Because the last time I gave my address to Porchlight, the individual that was stalking me before for 3 months, another employee, actually took that information, abuse of power, like I said, took that information, found out where I lived, and stalked me, and bothered me, and harassed me. That's Porchlight's fault. So, that's a good reason why I quit. Not only that, it says here that I will receive a rate of $166. You know, I'm grateful for every little bit I can get, but right now, I need it now. I got to buy groceries by tomorrow, or I won't have groceries at all. And I know the Wisconsin Unemployment Office is flooded, but this is not their fault. This is on the employer, which is Porchlight. They do not want to respond to the request. It's under review. I'm going to show you that right now. It's under review, and go to terminations and appeals. And it says here, review of separation issue, Porchlight Inc. under review. And it's been like that for over a whole 10 days. 10, 12 days. Actually, yeah, 10 days. So I don't understand what's going on here. Why is HR calling everyone else? Probably, she probably is calling anyone else, filing their unemployment, but you won't file my unemployment? I don't want to make assumptions here. So let's try to keep this very professional. But, you know, if you are a person that is struggling with unemployment insurance and you're being denied while through this crisis, this pandemic, it's wrong. And for them to decide a determination, listen to an employer, no. You should listen to the employee, why the employee quit. The employer is not going to tell unemployment insurance the truth. We know that. 50% of the time, they don't tell the truth. They find out other means. And then you have to go behind the employer's back to appeal it and prove your case. Now, I just feel like I'm feeling like this is being a little bit too much at this time. Most Americans and most people around the world are worried about, are they going to survive the next day because of this pandemic? How am I going to buy groceries? How am I going to pay my bill? How am I supposed to keep communications on if they are refusing to help me out? I filed my taxes. I won't receive those for another 60 days because trust me, the taxes are probably going to be backlogged. And what I mean by backlogged, it's going to take longer than expected. Most people receive they tax or they federal within 21 days. I probably would say 45 to 60 days is when you could receive it. I'm no expert, but me doing this live stream as a photographer and YouTuber and also a person that did work in a professional state as an office clerk, I feel like this is unacceptable for any employer to postpone your unemployment. It's wrong. It's just completely ludicrous for anyone to postpone purposely because you and your employer do not get along or do not see eye to eye. Because then my employer, in my case, understands that I got so much evidence against them that I did file a EEOC twice, explaining everything in detail. Not everything, but most of everything. The most important parts, like the abuse, the stalking, the calling the police, filing a restraining order against another former employee. And now I'm being tormented by Porchlight. I get a phone, like I told you guys, I got a phone call last week, a couple days ago actually, and basically people are telling me that, yo, the director of the shelter, which I'm not going to say his name, is talking really smack about you. The way I quit is very unprofessional. No, what was so unprofessional about everything else was the fact that you guys, the director of the services, the director of communications, the director of the shelter, the director of HR, failed to comply by the policies and procedures. Where's my policy and procedure manual? I have 2 copies of it. It states that if a employee files a complaint against another coworker or staff member, within the 30 days of receiving the incident report, the investigation will be prompt and you will get an answer within 30 days. I had an incident happen January 14th, still not resolved. January 21st, still not resolved. December 23rd or 4th, I think it was 2 days before Christmas, I believe, where me and another shelter manager had it out. He had it out on me. I was trying to talk professionally, and it's on camera. But November, October, September, August, all these complaints went unnoticed. Literally, went unnoticed. So I don't want to hear that from Porchlight. And I got maybe I tried to make a video yesterday. I did make a video yesterday. I made a video yesterday about micro photography, try to keep my mind off things, you know, trying to keep my spirits high. Unlike some people, they want to just make it a little bit more difficult for the dumbest reasons. But anyway, yeah, I made a video about how well to keep my mind off things, why micro rail systems, and I was still bothered by the fact that it looks like I'm being denied unemployment. And I'm reading these forums and going through all these websites, and people talk about why they were denied. And some people actually should have been approved because they quit because of the same ongoing issues that I'm going through: discrimination, hate, racism at the workplace. It was very unprofessional for an employer to let that just go. You don't let things go like that and then sweep it under the rug. And by the way, update about that donation. Yeah, I never heard anything from Porchlight because they knew I was right. Like I said, I was right. Porchlight was wrong accusing me. That's another reason why I left. When your employer accuses you of something that you didn't do and you have the proof and you telling them, you warning them, I have proof. Do you want to see it? You got a camera, you got your own cameras, you got your own microphone, but I also got my cell phone. Come on, do you really want to go that route? Are you trying to get sued right now? Because that's where this is headed. Defamation is a really, really nasty thing to do to someone. Don't do it. Unless you have proof that you can defamate someone based on finding facts that they did something criminal to you. But I digress. But yeah, as of right now, it doesn't look like I'm getting unemployment because I just talked to my friend. He's like, oh, mine. Now, he quit his job for the exact same reasons, but he quit because no one informed him about any medical procedures or medical instructions how to prevent him from catching COVID-19. And he felt that it was really unprofessional and he wasn't approved. So why am I not being approved? We filed almost the same time. He filed his the day before mine. I filed mine the day after. His got approved, check this out. His got approved when the clearance from my unemployment went through and said this is how much I probably will get. His got approved, mine didn't. It just kept sitting there, saying still under review. And it's still saying that. Under review for a whole freaking week. I don't see the probable reason why it should be still sitting there. And by the way, I texted him this morning and he said that most likely he get his deposit on Thursday or Friday. It depends on the bank too. So yeah, because this is this the pay week? No, this is not the pay week. But every electronic transaction starts on Tuesday. Either you get it Wednesday or Thursday. So, but yeah, I am struggling, and you can hear in my voice, and because I think that's from the pasta and water. Yeah, I don't eat meat, so I'm a pescatarian vegan. So if I do eat seafood, it's squid, shrimp, octopus, uni. Ooh, yeah, I am really looking for a home cooked meal, and I've been out of work for almost 2 weeks, and actually more than 2 weeks because I was out of work for quite some time before that. But anyway, but with Porchlight, I've been out of work for about 2 weeks, and it's been really a struggle. It's been really hard trying to, find ways to make money to pay off bills so I can pay the cell phone bill, so I can keep this on, so I can be online and try to keep, my cell phone bill is like $60 because I got unlimited everything, talk, text, unlimited data. Well, except for the data part. Well, unlimited data, but hotspot is 15 gigabyte hotspot. So if I make a video, I calculate. Okay, so this is gonna take up 1 gigabyte. Okay, and then I gotta upload this, and I gotta upload the thumbnail. Then I'm gonna go to the web page. So I should have enough. But also, uh, my cell phone provider is also providing 10 extra gigabytes of hotspot. That's if I keep my service on. So, and I thought, what is it, T-Mobile or Verizon are giving out a month free of service? Why is any other cell phone carrier doing this right now for people that are going through this crisis? This is insane. This is literally, I don't understand. Like, if people want to look out for people, the right thing to do is to just do the right thing. Help people out. That includes Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, internet providers. If you have internet, they should give you a month free so you have time to pay off next month's bill. You know, it makes sense in my world. It does make sense because if this continues to go on the way it is, people are not going to go back to work for at least 2-3 months, and the president and all government leaders are talking about getting things back to normal by June 1st. I can kind of see that happening, but at this rate, the way how now they got a plausible treatment to COVID-19, a tablet, listen, I'm not taking any tablet. I don't trust anything that the government is going to give me or recommend. Listen, when you find a solution to the COVID-19, maybe I consider it because I'm not a big fan of taking medicine. I'm a big fan of taking vitamins and stuff like that naturally with orange juice and fruits and vegetables, and that's what I need right now. I don't have any. No oranges, no apples, no bananas, no pineapple, no strawberry. I don't have any of that. I ate them all because and keep in mind, I eat maybe once or twice a day. Sometimes I eat at breakfast, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I eat lunch and then have a late dinner at like 10 o'clock at night, and then go to bed and wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and try to find something to do because like I don't want to be sleeping all day. That's just freaking lazy. And I know that being in your home takes a lot out of you. I understand that, but you know, it's also boredom. And like, at least I don't have to pay the rent for another month because the governor issue a no tenants vacancy policy, whatever it might be. So yeah, but still gotta pay for electricity. How am I supposed to keep the lights on in this place? And yeah, it's kind of sad. I really wish people the best of luck through these crisis times because no one should be going through this. And not my friends, not the local businesses that I support, like Morris Ramen. Check out that merch. Check out that merch. Now, if you guys want to support Morris Ramen, you guys may not know them. They've been supporting me with free bowls, but not open. But when I go there, there was a time when Francisco was like, "It's on the house." I was like, "No." So I gave it back in tips. So, yeah, they donated $100 to me to do the Remio. I just started using Remio, and basically I took the money and paid off a bill right away. Like, boom, I need that paid because if I don't pay this, I am screwed. I am super screwed. And that's my P.O. box. My P.O. box has to be paid. I'm paying $123 for a large P.O. box for 6 months. So yeah, it's pretty damn large and it's not cheap either. So yeah, and I need it for an address because I don't want all of my financials going to my place if I'm going to be moving out in 2 months, you know? At least I have an address where I can afford all my bills and stuff. And I can have one of either my roommate, when she's still studying here, I can have her pick up my mail by giving her one of my keys, and she can forward that mail to another address. So, or ship it to Japan if I'm in Japan. Who knows where I'm going to be next. So, but the only thing I can say right now is that I'm definitely doesn't look like I'm getting my unemployment benefits, and I feel like my employer, my ex-employer, Porchlight, has a lot of explaining to do while you're still reviewing my my unemployment. I have a right to that right now, and I need it right now, and I'm basically scraping, like literally, I'm scraping right now. Like it's pretty bad, and I thought I was going. I do have confidence. Don't get me wrong. I have confidence that we're all going to make it through this. But the one part I don't have confidence in right now is the I'm just going to say beef, or the rivalry between me and Porchlight. Porchlight is not a place that you want to work. It's a very, very, very intensive, stressful job, which is not stated on their policy and procedures, but they do state that it's a stress environment and you may come to physical contact. Well, it doesn't say physical contact, it just says you may have situations that you may have to be professional, which I have been. I got every single IR, I got every single report. I got even on this channel, I got a video. It says that my evidence, discrimination at work. You can see all the evidence, all the emails, right? You're going to see all of it. You're going to see, well, I tried to reach out to HR, they did nothing. I tried to reach out to the directors, they did nothing. And they want me to stay on the job. I got punched in the face twice at the job. Yeah, I got spit on. I got shoved 3 times. Mind you, I got 3 restraining orders, and they want me to stay on the job, knowing that these individuals are going to come out of jail within 6 months to a year. If I was still working there, they could be plotting something against me this whole entire time. I know Isaiah Johnson is. Yeah, I've just got a letter from the district attorney's office stating that they reduced his time sentence from 7 months to 6 months due to the COVID-19. I understand that. You know, everyone has a right to live. But when someone does a crime, they shouldn't complain after. This is why you don't do crime if you can't do the time. But, yeah. That's all I got to say right now for not getting unemployment right now. And it's been really stressful and really hard. And yeah. And by the way, I got the Robin Rooms merch hat. Yeah. You can also support them. I'll leave links to their website so you can check out their food, their bars, their drink menu. But these are really nice places that I go to. But I know I'm trying to get myself off the topic and talk about something else. But at this time, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm super low. And this unemployment was supposed to come in this week. That would have saved me. But it's not going to save me because someone's playing the I don't know, internet game or rival game. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah. But hold on one second. Let me go feed the cat. sorry. We have a cat, which unfortunately is not my cat. I'm babysitting someone's cat because she is out of town. So, and the cat is always scared of me and Yuyo for some reason. It like hides, but it comes out when it wants to eat. But anyway, I want to know from you guys, what you guys are doing to keep yourselves busy, or how are you surviving through these economic times? How are you dealing with all this? What are you learning from all this? Are you learning a thing or two to keep self-distancing? Have you been self-distancing? Have you been listening to people? Have you been hearing the cries? And have you been giving back to community? Because I've been giving back, even when I don't have it. And because everyone else that works in the restaurant industry is in struggle. They work from paycheck to paycheck, just like I'm currently doing right now. I had to live from paycheck to paycheck at this time. I could do a salary job, but I wasn't offered that. But the whole reason behind this live stream is to show you that I'm one out of millions of people that are struggling to get unemployment on time. I know the system's backed up, but in this situation, the employer has to to do the review and state why that he or she wants to give unemployment to me. It's up to the employer to decide, I guess. And by the way, this is my first time filing unemployment, but someone tried to file unemployment back in 2009. I'm still going to talk to an agent about that because I never filed for that. And 2009, I wasn't working. So why would I file for unemployment in 2009 when I was working in 2008 when I first got here? It doesn't make sense. Well, I was working 2009. I was working from November 2008 to April 2009. So I was working, but still, I didn't apply to unemployment benefits at that time because I didn't need them. And I didn't think it was going to be worth it, worth my time. But yeah, and I just feel like this is just, I don't know, I'm kind of depressed right now. I'm kind of worried about what are my next game plan is. What is my next game plan? What are my goals? What am I going to do next? And I can't believe this died in the bag. This, wow. These girls.